Okay, we're back. So, this was the third day in a row that we ended the stream with pretty much a crash. 2 days before, it had ended in a crash while saving. Or well, there was one infinite save situation, then it crashed while saving, and again, we crashed while saving. So it happens quite regularly. So, here's how long I've been playing so far. 1 day and 23 hours, 37 minutes, so almost 2 days. So it's almost 48 hours. That's my playtime so far. And let's start her up. So we're planning to go to the island, the snowy area. But, well, before exploring, I think I headed back to do something, possibly drop off some materials or pick up something. Not exactly sure what I was doing. I think I was prepared to visit the island. I was planning to end the stream anyway, and then when it saved, it crashed, and then the stream got forcefully ended. I don't know if I was planning to do a few little bits more yesterday, but well, it was out of our hands. The game just crashed while saving. That's kind of a bad time for a game to crash, you know, during saving. That is not good. Very not good. You're just asking for having yourself a save file corrupted. Just grabbing a cup of coffee. Excuse me. So after today's play session, I think I'm going to make it a backup to the cloud, my save file, just in case something happens in the future, that I don't have to start from absolute zero or below zero. Am I right? Let's see. So I've done a bunch of things between streams now. I've been building the base. Oh, there he goes. Off goes the pangling. Okay, here we are. So I've done a bunch of base expansion, a bunch of collecting materials. Look, this is what I've done. I've built another aquarium next to the aquarium we already have, and I've built a bunch of extra side rooms. You can actually build rooms connected to the the large room, which is pretty cool. I do like that they've made some extra base building options, and the fact that you can make those glass domes on your regular round rooms, because in the first game there was okay base building, but it was kind of very closed off. I don't think you could, I'm not sure if you could make glass roofs. You could make the observatory room, which is a small glassy room. That's about it that I know of. But now it seems like you can really make a whole bunch of stuff out of glass. You can pretty much, if you want to, you can have almost everything made of glass. Of course, there would be hell on your base integrity, because it doesn't offer much strength against the water pressure. So, look at this. Oh no. Not enough power to sustain. This is the issue. Absolutely terrible. I've got a video in my Subnautica 1 Let's Play. It's a short video, it's like an extra video I added that I haven't even dubbed, and something along the lines of finalizing my food and water production plants. And it looks like I had about 10 to 20 water purification stations, and I had one power plant powering about 10 or 12 water production stations, and I'm pretty sure I went there and built a second power plant, and then I built a whole bunch more. So the video is a little bit unclear because it's not like I you know, it's like, what do you need for information to get out of a video? Well, just happens to be you're looking for this piece of information. Well, I made the video showcasing some other kind of information, so I didn't take it into account, and I would need to know exactly how the power situation would be like in the future. But I'm pretty sure I could easily test it by starting up Subnautica 1 again and progressing to the point at which I could build water purification stations. Long story short, I feel like the water purification just worked much better in the first game. And here we have a measly 3 or 4 purifiers. I don't know, maybe 6. But look, it's not working. So I think I'm going to get rid of those water purifiers and I'm going to move them to another location. I'm going to build a thermal energy supply.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
It's gonna be enough to sustain the water purification stations. So I've got also an indoor garden going on. I've planted the Preston's plant. Hold on, there it is. And now that the power is gone, it turns into a horror game. So Preston's plant is a weird one. You pick the fruit. It's difficult to click on. The leaves actually obscure the plant itself, and you can't click on the plant fruits because they're under the leaves. Quite annoying. Quite annoying. It would be nice if you could just look at the plant in question, and that it would be you'd be able to pick up individual fruits. But no, the leaves actually obscure the interact button to pick up the fruit. So you really have to, it's quite finicky. But it's not the fruit that you want. This is just, it's one of those plants. You can actually plant quite a lot of plants. Not all plants give seeds when you slice them with the survival knife. But if they don't give seeds when you slice them with the survival knife, then you actually have to take the fruits of the plant and you can plant the fruit. So Preston's Delight is the fruit of the Preston's plant, and then you can just plant the fruit. It just turns into a Preston's plant. Now, we've got a ridiculous recipe that we can make into some absolute superfood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The salad dish. And you can see the top right pins. The pinned recipe. Let's put a hatch right there. At the side of the large room. You can do that. Pretty cool. Didn't know you could put hatches just all over the place. I think you can attach a hatch to the round rooms as well. I never really dabbled with that. I always figured I'd put a hatch connected to an eye section, just out of habit. But, it's morning, the power is restored.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
So the issue we've got, actually, with the power is the nuclear reactor is empty, The control rods are spent, and I think I've already thrown them away in the waste disposal. I'm out of extra control rods, and the main issue with them is it costs lead to make more, and lead is not a resource I consider farmable in any sense of the word. Unfortunately, seems impossible to get. Even if I use the scanner room to detect the type of ore or the type of outcrop in which it is contained, it is just not sustainable. Like the amount of lead I would need to make more control rods for the nuclear plant. It's not a sustainable power source. And especially if I'd make a second nuclear plant to power all the water purification going on. That's 4 rods per power plant, times 2 power plants, 8 rods. Let's see. Power seems to be going up very quickly, with almost no drain. Right, so advanced materials, no, electronics. This is the thing, reactor rod. Sure, it's only 1 lead, but this is times 4. Uraninite crystals, no problem. I actually got a ridiculous amount of that. Titanium glass, also no problem. You can find mines for titanium and quartz. The lead is really the bane of my existence, and it's not been farmable at all. You find them in galena outcrops, and you set the scanner to find galena outcrops, and 90% of everything, it's all of the results on the scanner, all of the positions it sends you to are empty. It's just empty. It's either empty or it's going to be a different type of ore, right? Limestone, no problem. Galena, it's nowhere. Just doesn't, it hardly exists for some reason. Just impossible to farm resource. Lead. Terrible. So it's not a viable energy solution. You can tell the power is going up like mad. That's because it's daytime, and I've made a whole bunch of extra solar panels. So this has got 4 on it. I've been building a whole sun farm up here, and I can build a whole bunch more. I could sustain a minimal amount of water production in this facility. I'm probably not going to break down anything, remove anything. Disappointed in the power plant, how short that it stays active before needing to be replaced, with the fuel needing to be replaced. This will probably remain. 5, 6, 7, 8. And they're all working. They're working nicely. So the solar panels are actually enough to get enough energy basically during the day, but they don't collect energy fast enough to get the supply. I'd rather the energy supply be much bigger than the energy drain, so we can even fabricate a whole bunch of stuff without having to worry about the fabricator going dry. And it also has to be a large enough buffer to survive for a certain amount of time when the sun goes down at night. So right now it turns night, and oh, hello fishy. How are you swimming in here? You're not allowed. That's a illegal move. Breaking the laws of physics. Swimming in the air. Okay, so I also have a bunch of alien containment things, and I've picked up a whole bunch of random eggs. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hatch them all, see what happens. I've got a feeling I've got an egg of a big beastie, and I'm gonna put it in that one larger alien containment unit here in the middle, so we can gaze at our discovery of our new pets. And I'll put the other eggs that I find in here. I've definitely got a sea monkey. That would be the sea monkey. you can actually take a bunch of cool plants and plant them indoors. We got the fevered pepper tree, Preston's plant. Combine the leaves of the Preston's plant with the fevered peppers, peppers, and you get what looks to me to be just an absolute ridiculous superfood. The spicy fruit salad. What's crazy about that food is you kind of package it up and it has no expiry. It doesn't expire. It's just there. Can be used whenever you feel like it. But look at that gain. Plus 30 H2O gain, 85 food gain. It's just food problems gone, vanished, disappeared. This is a plus 85 food and plus 100 body heat. So even if you're in the cold, you can just snack on this, give you all that body heat. Ridiculous superfood and quite sustainable. Make a whole bunch of it. Absolutely crazy. Yeah. Eat one of them. Om nom nom. Perfect. Spicy fruit salad. Oh, whoops. Excuse me. Cured Arctic pepper. Nah, I don't know. It's been nice to have that as a emergency food backup source with me this whole time. And I think as I leave and go and check out something, I'm gonna eat this guy for the last time. And then I will probably keep a spicy fruit salad as emergency food, because it's like, even look at that nutrient block, food plus 75 when you've got food plus 85 body heat plus H2O plus. So it's like a nutrient block. Nutrient blocks are always good. Like you can explore for ages. You don't have to eat anything, and then when you're almost starving, you eat a nutrient block. It brings you right back up. So I've always considered nutrient blocks to be just some superfood, to be quite beneficial to have one of them on you. I did check my old Subnautica Let's Play, and the first aid kits are red in my old Subnautica Let's Play, and now if you start up Subnautica 1, they have turned green. So there's been an update to turn the first aid kits green, and it's nice to see they're still doing things with the game. I'm hoping they're also fixing bugs. Hey, fishy, fishy, fishies, fishy, fishies. They're cool, but you are no longer in danger of being snacked upon, because I found a more potent energy source. Preston the light. Actually, hang on to those. Hold on. Yoink. Yoink. Difficult plants to pick. I think it doesn't matter if food is expired, you can still plant it. So those Chinese potato plants they find in Mercury 2's wreckage might actually be quite useful, because you can plant them in an indoor planter thing. Okay, let's collect some plants. Chop, chop, chop. Oh, hold on. Hold up. Wow, you're quite durable. I did not think you'd be that durable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 leaves from one plant. Okay, damn. Didn't think it would be that good. Oh, amazing. Okay. inventory full? No? Yeah, inventory full. Right, our pickle terror is left. And turn it into superfood. Come on. Gimme, gimme. The problem is these plants are so below you and there's no duck button. I've been playing Skyrim recently and there's a duck button and that really helps you loot objects that are closer to the floor and you can't look under. And this game's got the same this game's got the same pickup issues as Skyrim has. You have to be perfectly facing some item, you have to be perfectly looking at it and perfectly directed to it with your pointer, or you can't pick it up. So, and this game further has the issue that there's like item hitboxes are larger than the item itself, so you'd think I could be able to pick those peppers up, but they're actually still behind some kind of hitbox. Yeah, it's collecting. Okay, so 4. No more room. My inventory's spammed with plants. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 8's too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah. It's ridiculous. Super food. Absolute best. Yeah, so I'll probably keep a couple of these on the ship, on the space truck, and I'll bring one of them on me. It's just like, if it would also be a healing, if it would also have healing properties, then it would just be absolute MVP. Perfect food. Nothing better. Spicy fruit salad. There we go. And as you can see, it probably takes no effort at all to farm up a whole bulk of that food item. Because I could make more food planters, and I've only got 2 of these pepper plants. I could have more of them standing here. And the salad itself, you can get 10 slices out of a single Preston plant. Yeah, quite powerful. A growing horseshoe grout. Tongue twister. Tongue twister. Okay, let's grow some aliens. So I found this somewhere, and I've got a feeling it's that crazy shark creature. Wait a minute. These, I don't know if you can have more than one creature growing in a single containment. Possibly yes, but I'm not sure. Ah yes, coffee before it gets cold. Now I should build a couple more solar panels at this base, just to make sure that it can actually get a decent buffer to last partway through the night. making a guess here. I'm thinking that this is that like crazy super shark monster. I'll show you where I found this egg in a minute. I'll go there later. Yeah, ominous, isn't it? Could be anything. Could be anything. But I've got a hunch what it is. I feel like it's those relatively dangerous squid shark things. I think it's one of those. I'll put whatever you are in here. There. And this is something that I didn't dabble in enough in the previous game. That I should actually dabble a little, considering that it takes a bit of time to farm up all this stuff and build all this stuff. I did this between last stream and now, getting all the materials to make this. Kind of expensive. You need 10 quartz to make each alien containment unit, because it's 5 glass each. Sea monkey, in you go. Oh look, that's cute. You can see him in the egg. Hello little buddy.
Warning, emergency power only.
Yeah, I found them. They don't show up that often. But I found them in the you got that encasing of the sea monkey nests. There's like 3 holes in there, and sometimes they have a sea monkey egg in those holes. There's sea monkey nests, which also contain quite often new technology that they've used to build the nest with. Here's a relatively large egg. I hope there's enough room for whatever's in there to hatch here. I think I found that egg. Oh no. Nah, it isn't. I don't know where I found that egg. It's a mystery. I think it might be a rock puncher. Anyway, we still got one more egg. This last egg is something that I found near the mining facility alien site. So who knows what that is? Could be anything. Fully grown. They're a bit shiny. Sometimes things just become shiny. I don't know why. It's a glitch. At night, stuff around the base becomes shiny. Which is just weird. Visual glitch. You know? Doesn't matter if it doesn't look bad or terrible, it's just doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look great either. Just the fact that it seems obvious visual glitch is kind of adding to the subtracting to the aesthetics of the base. I'll build a bunch more solar panels before we head out. Two quartz, 2 titanium, 1 copper. Okay.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Not gonna need the pharmacy at the moment, so I'm gonna put it in the sea truck. And the sea truck has
Power
been
restored. All primary systems online.
excuse me. The sea truck has been slightly modified since the last stream. You might notice there's some extra compartments added. And I did this because, well, I figured I was gonna farm a whole bunch of resources so I didn't have to fart too much in stream. And I added 2 more storage compartments to it. And it actually does go quite slow when you add all that to it. To the point at which if you drive with just a cabin and nothing attached to it, when you're heading in a distance to something, you can see the numbers just flying. They're counting down super speed, just like bzzz, counting down, and then you're collecting. You're swimming with that hole actually, and then the speed that you see it count down, it feels a lot like what we're going at now. It feels like it's traveling at our regular swim speed. It's ridiculously difference. Look at that. Or even the speed of a sea glider. It really does feel slow. I did find an upgrade. Space truck. Let's see. Here we go. The sea truck horsepower upgrade. So, what I think this does is it lets it go a little bit faster while it's got a whole bunch of cargo. And I've run a test, and without the upgrade, the speed truck can travel 600 meters in about, I tested it 3 times. It went 600 meters in 1 minute and 56 seconds the one time. The other counting, it went 1 minute 57 seconds, and the other time it went 2 minutes and 02. But I think I had to do some maneuvering there at that last count, so that definitely slowed it down. And then with the horsepower upgrade, I tried again, and it traveled 600 meters in 1 minute and 41 seconds. So that went about 15 to 20 seconds faster over that distance. So noticeable difference in speed, but not amazingly much more. So I think what I've got to do is take definitely one of those storages off, as it might be overkill. But I do think having 2 storages and the sleeping compartment is good. Let's have a look. Is there anything in this storage compartment? Empty. No. So I'll remove that last one. Detach. And throw it in the bin. I'm going to put it around here somewhere. And I'm going to try and determine which one of these, which visual marker is connected to this container, and then make it invisible. Because look, if you've got a whole bunch of containers lying around the place, then they will have their own map marker, as you can see. It kind of spams the hell out of the world. So there's that one. I didn't see it. I'm going to put it at the side of the map. It's on our left. Sea truck module. Nope. Yeah, that's the one. So I've made it invisible. I usually leave them hanging around the base, so I doubt that I'll ever lose them because they're invisible, but you know, it wouldn't be a huge loss. They're not that difficult to make. Ching! At least where we are in the game so far. So, front storage, back storage, and a sleep module in the middle, which has a window to the outside world. Oh dear horses, that was something I was about to do. Yeah, I was going to put the thermoses in the truck. Because we're not going to need them right away. The front storage has the important items. Yep, there it is. So I've got a bunch of important stuff in here. This is the materials to make the sea fox, land fox, snow fox. It's a fox of some sort. This thing makes a mechanical fox, which can be ridden, and well, the required resources are here. So I've got to remember that's in there. And then some story-related item, hydraulic fluid. Has something to do with our AI companion. And this chest contains a quantum locker, which is connected to the locker in our base for more efficient farming. Of course, when you put down the locker, you can't take it if you put stuff in there. So if you go somewhere, you pick up a whole bunch of resources, you drop the locker, put a whole bunch of resources in the locker, come back to base. Now you have the problem, you've removed the resources from the locker at your base. The locker is still there where you left it. There's the problem. So now you definitely have to go back to just pick up the locker. So the usefulness it has kind of yeah, a little bit diminished there. And also you can't set like a destination teleport point in your base locker and then have a whole bunch of lockers lying around which you can put a whole bunch of stuff in and send it all to the base locker. No, it's just like a shared storage. So it's not so amazingly useful, or at least I haven't found a use for it, because it's really just an amount of well, it's not like it's a bigger locker than usual, so it's got the same space as a storage locker. So you find 4 salvaged metal scraps that you can turn into titanite, and that's it. The locker's full. Not the most amazing thing ever, but hey, it's here. Might find use for it. If there's like a constant going back and forth with some place, because let's say it has an amazing amount of resource, then you might save yourself like 1 or 2 runs if you have the locker standing there, and you can put in 1 locker's worth of resource, a little bit extra stuff that is going back to the base every time. But as I said, because you can't stack a whole bunch of those lockers and send them all teleporting. Okay. What are you doing? Are you official just kamikaze flying into my spaceship? That's silly. Well, yeah, it's not as useful as it seems. Just because of the minimal amount of items that it actually will transfer over. Okay, so 2 and 2 and 1. With 1 copper. Yeah, 1 copper. You're empty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what I went into the truck to go and do, I forgot to do. Silly me. I'll just put them in here. They don't go in there. I'll just drink them and put them in there. I forget to take them out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. Get a little bit of symmetry, might be nice. I believe each solar panel adds 25 to the total energy pool. And actually just building a power plant that you're not going to use is probably a good way to get a ridiculous energy pool. Because the thing adds like 2,500 to the energy pool. Oh, never mind. There. Great. Let's see how much that does for both. What's the energy look like? Ooh. Coming in hot. And also 4,000. That's a cool number to look at. I like it. It's fun. Oh yes, water bits. Nope, not that way. This is starting to get to a size at which it's almost easy to get lost in. Great. And I've gone back to using the still suit, unfortunately. Can't do anything about it. I don't have a proper water collection, water production situation going on. It's not efficient enough, it doesn't work. I was going to... Did I move some of those to... I think I'll have one locker just full of food and water. Yeah, 5 and 5 is what I do. And if it was the Cyclops, it would probably... Actually, why don't I use that? That's more... No, I was already in the base. Okay. When I had the Cyclops, I definitely had like one locker for food and one for water. Quite useful. So, I think I'll use the front storage for stuff like this. And it's 8, 12, 5 and 5 plus 1. Well, 6 and 6. So I could have 6 pieces of water and 6 pieces of food. And the food itself also provides hydration. So that's something to take into account. 85 food and 30 H2O. So, but still, I cannot get away from the still suit. I'm stuck with it. Good. Thermoplats, aerogels, doable. Titanium. I wonder. I'm gonna need a bunch of titanium. Aerogel, kind of silly that it costs that as well, but then, well, I think I've got a decent number. Oh, never mind, don't really have that much. Got a bit of aerogel. Rubies. Oh, just a fantastic amount of rubies. Gel sacks is the issue, or could be the issue. Rubies. So how much have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10, 11, 12. Good. Turn all these into aerogels. And I think you see the flashing, meaning we have a limited power supply. The main pod actually has an infinite power supply. Not realistic, but useful. The first game had power cell connections they could see inside the pod itself, and it said power cell 1, power cell 2, power cell 3, so much energy each, and you can actually run out of energy in your main, in your main building, your main hub, which was a bit crazy. If you were building like mad and you were spamming a bunch of resources, let's say you went farming for bladderfish and you wanted to make a bulk of water, then you could actually run out of energy in your main building, your escape pod in the first game, which was a bit scary to see, but then yeah, it comes back infinitely over time during the day, so not too big of an issue. I think you lose 10 energy every time you craft something. There we go, bunch of aerogels. So, the thermal plants, titanium, magnetite, and aerogel. Actually, I'm not sure about how much magnetite I have done. A sea monkey egg discovered. Does that mean it need hatched? A baby is born. Let's go and have a look. Hello. Oh, I can just pick up a sea monkey baby. Nah, I'll let you stay in here. Oh, hold on. I can scan. Research. Sea monkey baby. Harmless. Sea monkey baby. Unlike many smaller creatures on 4546b, infant sea monkeys are born undeveloped and defenseless. Poor eyesight, no control over forelimbs, low slow speed, 90% fat.
Emergency power only.
Just like most babies. He's a chubby little baby. For those reasons, the infants stick close to the nest, hiding in amongst the salvage objects their parents hoard there. Assessment harvest. Let's drop some salvage stuff for you here. Guess I could plant some nice looking plants. But then again, yeah. I'm not, I didn't put the time in, admittedly. I'm still not sure which flora can all be collected and looks good in the alien containment units. I don't know enough about it. It's one aspect of the game that I've never really done anything with. I wonder if there's factors to hatching creatures, if you might need to have some of their natural biome items lying around, or plants grown in the place. I'm not sure. Alrighty. So we're going to require hydrogel, but also a whole bunch of titanium and magnetite. Where's the magnetite? Ah, yes. I want to build how many? 2 per? 1, 2, 3. We'll start with 3.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Good. So I have to put that as well. Yeah, so far I've been using the power plant to power up avoid our exploitation situation. 91%. Cool. Salts, 100%. This is a lie. There's no salt production in these things. It's just not doing anything. Maybe it's a glitch. It's terrible. I hate it. Good. But we are doing research. And I want to know just about how much thermal power you need to power up 10 water filtration stations. So for 10 water filtrations, we're going to need 30 titanium and 20 copper wire. Wait, 20 copper? The titanium, I would have said it would be no issue at all. It is no issue at all, to be honest. So 10 copper wires, 10 aerogel. 1, 2, 3. I need 7 more. Alrighty. Good. Arctic Peeper. I think I'll just release him into the wild. And I'll go grab that one food item. Off you go. It's been in my pocket for weeks. I'm sure he's glad to be out and about. Yoink. There. Health. Superfood. 7 more copper wire. So 14 copper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 copper. And what else? Titanium. Boatload of titanium. Magnetite. Enough. Sure. I think I may have too much aerogel in there. I'll check. I'm planning to make 3 thermal plants. 1 aerogel per. So 13 aerogel. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Only 1 aerogel too much. Yeah, it's fine. And a whole truckload of copper. Yes. I'll put the excess in here. Okay. Not room for it. Okay. No room in there. No room in there. No room anywhere. Ah, here's room. Great. Just enough room. Perfect. Are we good to go? Yeah, I think we're good to go. Fantastic. So, the objective, find a location where you can build a thermal kind of base. Build it. I can actually use the truck fabricator if I'm going to go and build a new base from scratch. I think having the truck fabricator module would be useful, and I've not built it yet, but I have it. Aquarium, docking, fabricator, computer chip, lead, plasteel. Hold on though. How much lead? It's freaking, isn't it? Free lead. Flat steel computer chip. Hello? I'm not holding on to a sea glide, but I'm sea gliding. Cool. I'll take a screenshot. That's a glitch. What happened is that I took the sea glide just as I was jumping off into the water. And I guess she must have thought, well, I have to do the dive animation. So I'm gonna... Well, I don't know. Something happened. We'll have to check the tail of the tape. I'll take a recording. There. Okay, a little bit of a visual interruption there, but I just took a screen recording of the last 10 minutes of gameplay, so I can have a look at the glitch, exactly how it happened. I was really going to remember what happened, or I'm going to find a place in the stream where it was, and I never do. Okay, base construction. Pre-lead. 1, 2, 3. 1 gold. 2 table coral. 2 copper. 2 table coral. 2 copper. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Titanium. 2 lithium. I don't have lithium. No, no lithium. Lithium's empty. Ooh, what? Oh, rock puncher. I'm guessing it's this one. Yeah, it was. Wow. That's a itty bitty baby from such a relatively large egg. Hello, buddy. Can you be scanned? Scannable? A baby rock puncher. Cool. Okay. A rock puncher. So weird. Sure. Great. Lithium. Outer lithium. Let's go get lithium. Just take the sea truck on its own without storage. I don't think it's that far away. Disconnect everything. Let's go. This is not. No, this is a bad camera angle. What the? Glitchiness happening right now. What the hell? Okay. No. Why? What? Oh. We've frozen. Okay. I'll take a screenshot. I'll take a video because it's gonna crash. Terrible. ascending into the heavens. Well, apparently I can save. Do I want to? I'm gonna save to not lose progress, and then quit. And hopefully, well, it never logs you into the game at the steering wheel of something, right? So, shit. This is bad. I'm gonna capture another bit of video footage. There. And quit. Oof. Yes, I'm sure. Yes. Stupid game. Ugh. Alright. Anyway, I'll capture another slice of video footage. Okay. Oh, you... I hope that wasn't a mistake. I hadn't saved yet though, and I'm sure I'd done a bunch of stuff. I don't want to lose that progress just out of nowhere for a stupid glitch's sake. Yeah, I built the solar panels, set the creature eggs, done some farming, water collecting, inventory management, decent amount. Yeah, a worthwhile amount of progress. Please. Thank goodness. Okay. Look, can you... I'm just gonna put you in a little bit less of a weird angle. Okay. Please. Thank you. Oh, it functions. Lovely. Oh, man. Okay, look at the speed at which we're traveling. So this is where you find lithium, if you're looking for it. At the Delta Station dock, and near there, slightly to your left, you veer off in the direction of pilot last known position. And once you're past this biome that is close to base that you know so well, with weird tentacly arms, here we are in the place with all the heat, and now it should be all over the place. Is any of you Galena outcrops? Well, not exactly what I need. I think we have to carry on some distance. Good. Right, this is the place we need. All the purple eruptions. This is an extremely sulfuric place. Find a bunch of lithium, sulfur, salt, I believe. A whole bunch of salt too. All kinds of good stuff. I'm here for the lithium, but I'll take anything I can find. Ah yes, that's right. That's why my inventory is full so quickly. Because I don't really... I've already got a whole bunch of resources on me ready to make that one truck fragment. So this is the issue. Crystalline sulfur. I don't know if I need that for something. So I'm not going to take it. Alright. That's how you deal with monsters, I guess. Just ram them. Get wrecked. Wow. Wow. Okay. Just murdered two creatures. I had no idea that this truck would do so much ramming damage. Maybe that's what the horsepower upgrade does. Did a squid shark egg just get popped? Well, that's a technique I've been using to reconnect the cabin with the cargo, but I've got a feeling that the cargo actually connects to the truck before you're in line properly with the cargo, so it'll probably take a different... Imagine the cargo was facing in that direction, and halfway through turning the cabin around, it already snapped into place, like a magnet. So imagine a magnet is pointing straight up at 90 degrees, and you're turning your cabin, and when your cabin is pointing diagonally, it's not even... You're not even at 90 degrees yet, you're like 45 degrees off. The magnet already connects, and turns itself around. So the cargo was facing in the direction I'm looking, but because the cabin kind of snaps onto it like a magnet, the cargo is twisted in that direction. And I'm wondering if that's ever going to cause problems or issues if I use that technique to connect up. Alright. We should need to make plasteel. Enter the base. Enter the base. No, it's the action button is not working. Okay. Enter the base. No, action button not working. Okay, can I enter the sea truck? I can enter the sea truck. Can I pilot the sea truck? Okay. Okay, don't get all glitchy on me all of a sudden. What the hell?
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
She won't go on the ladder. Ah, okay, she can open the lockers. Emergency power. Just as stupid. Did my X button on the controller break? Now I can interact with this. The X button works. Sleep. Set picture. It also will not let me save right now. The game's having issues with something. Some issue is being had. I'm gonna move my inventory around, if at all possible. Just checking if it has nothing to do with the fact that the reclaimed water queue is still stuck.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Okay, let me interact with the base, please. It won't. I can't interact with the hatch. Okay, I'm gonna rename this stream to Full of Glitches. The game has got me broke. What the hell? Look, I'm in the base. I've hacked my way in. Ugh. I'm not amused. Not amused by what's going on. Climb ladder. The interaction with the ladder is not functioning. All interaction, well, certain interactions are broken right now. I cannot interact with the ladder. I got a feeling if I park a vehicle in here, I would not be able to interact with the vehicle to get out. I can interact with the fabricator. I cannot. It doesn't seem like I can interact with the entrances and exits of the base. Ladders. Ladders can be interacted with. Okay. All storage containers can be interacted with, it seems. Okay, storages, name tags, everything works. Okay, the base hatch interaction has just broken. Okay, it will let me save again. Just taking a video recording. Wow, okay. This all worked just a second ago until I had that weird glitch with the sea truck. And really just I'm looking down at it as I'm interacting with it. Is what caused that glitch for some reason. Maybe my character was clipping through the window or something. Shouldn't matter. I'd encountered like no terrible glitches up until this point, and now look at this. I can't even get into the base. What is that nonsense? I can't even get into the pod. So imagine if I didn't have a moon pool. What the hell would I do then? This is absolute nonsense. Mobile vehicle bay. Oh right, the climbing onto the mobile vehicle bay is broken as well. Advanced wiring kit and aerogel. Okay, I'm not even looking properly at the screen when I'm interacting with that thing. I'll take another recording. This is all part of that interacting glitch. Oh my god. Whoa. What is all this? Okay, so fabricator module. Computer chip is all that needs making. Okay, that's less funny. Now all kinds of glitches are happening. Out of the blue, all kinds of glitches are starting to occur. Look, I can't even... I can put away the mobile vehicle bay. Okay. There's no... There's not even an interact prompt. What does it look like? Is it just, does it just say press A? Yeah, there's no... Right, there would be a hand on it saying do this. Mobile vehicle bay. Yeah, there's no hand on it saying that I can interact with by climbing it. So I just had to jump on it. Oh. In it goes. I've never used this run before. Right, if too close to the surface, you just push it down. Man. It was working so well up till now, and everything's just starting to break. I'm wondering, yeah, if it's not going to cause any major progress destroying, or if I'm not going to get soft locked into not being able to finish the game because of these glitches. Not being able to enter the base. This is not just a simple little glitch. This is a serious deal. I cannot, I'm spamming the X button. I cannot get in. It's not interacting. Zero interaction is happening right here. Yeah, it's not just a tiny glitch. I'll remove the hatch and put it back and see if something happens. No? Not working?
Calorie intake recommended. Vital signs stabilizing.
Right, I have a whole bunch of extra resources on me. And yeah, that's just things that I was picking up. I'm gonna have to finish the stream early, start the whole game up again, and see if issues are resolved. I'm gonna change the name of the stream to Glitchfest. And this is just wild. This is insane. It's just all breaking down bit by bit. It is upsetting. I am upset. Hold on. I'll do some dropping off of bits and pieces. I don't even want to think about what else might be broken right now. Salt deposit. Alright. Save. Emma, you might be saying, why are you saving when your game is bugged? You might actually be saving the bugs. But I'm thinking, well, who knows how these bugs work? Who knows how they work? And how you resolve them? I'm hoping that closing off the game and starting up again is going to resolve it. So, that was a short stream. I'm going to start streaming again straight after I start back the game. Well, damn. That was madness. Sure. Okay. Well, terrible things. Let's hope it gets resolved by restarting the game. Otherwise, we'll have to just work around the glitches. See if we can still beat the game with all these annoying glitches happening. Not being able to enter a base without a moon pool is problematic. Well, see you in a minute.